Guys, Dissection of Violence here. We got another one for you. UFC Kape versus Horiguchi. Should be a good one. Full card. Unlike last card, we got more than 7 or 6 fights to work with. I did it in opposite order, so I didn't say the meme. But yeah, we have 7 or 6 fights. Last card, we'll break those down or recap them. Sorry, and then we'll break down the UFC Vegas card this coming weekend. Let's make sure we're going. Okay, awesome. Let's get right into it. So off the jump, I would say this is a really good card, honestly. If we're going off of the finish, yeah, every fight was a TKO. Honestly, I would probably give it 10 out of 10. Honestly, rare I'm gonna say that, but it lived up to the hype. Great card, great card. Yeah, we'll go through the card and yeah, probably the first 10 out of 10 ratings I've ever gave. So cool for that. Performance of the night. Gone got a performance bonus. Gaethje. Gaethje, okay, nice. Yeah, crazy night. We're gonna get going though. Start it off really quick, run through it, and then yeah. So let's start off with the politics. Make it quick. Nothing crazy. Just so there was no special guest. If you know, you know, at the White House. It's a pretty standard event. Yeah, we had Sean Strickland storm the WWE section of kind of like the fan expo area. Marshals took him away. He never ended up getting arrested. I know he said he did. He said he got a misconduct or a disorderly conduct charge. Sorry, but he never got actually charged. So it was just more so him just getting taken away, which was pretty funny. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna get into what I think about it, but yeah, man. You can't speak about certain things, man. It's a sensitive time right now, and a lot of people are riled up. But as a champion of the UFC, you gotta shut up a little bit. But yeah, we just yeah, there it goes. Okay. Okay, I only want to speak about that for like 20 seconds. But other than that, great card. Literally no controversies other than that. We'll get into the fights though. So we had Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. I had Lopez here. I was pretty big on Lopez. I was really busy that day, so I didn't even get to post my card. I was scrambling. I posted something pre-flop, and then during the fights, I just had to do something. So I did my own thing. I actually added. I made this like a 4 unit spot. Um, I didn't get to my Discord or my people until like the last fight. So I only really got you guys missed some spots that I lost on, but you also missed the big spot I played. So I still did profit on the card, and I live bet out of my position on one of the parlays, the main parlay I believe, but I still lost on a few spots. So it is what it is. I did about 3 units this card. Not the best card for me, honestly. It would have been, but we lost on the parlay I gave out and I had a little bit on it, but I couldn't. I didn't have all my stuff with me, so I couldn't arb out completely. So I still took like I think I had like 3, 4 units on it in total. But I only got like maybe 2 point something units out of it live. So it is what it is. Took an L on Tupuria, but we'll go through the cards. So yeah, I had Lopez pretty heavy in this spot, and I thought I was cooked. Honestly, he was fighting on back. He's fighting backwards. And he was kind of just letting Garcia do his thing. Lopez just needs to fight his fight. When he fights his fight, he's a dangerous guy. And the second he starts becoming like a technical fight, I think he just got used to fighting Volk. But a lot of these guys don't have Volk's durability. One, Volk's range awareness, and I just don't think like you can't fight guys like that, especially Steve Garcia, who will take that. Someone points to the center of a cage, Steve Garcia is gonna throw. And I think Lopez should have trusted that earlier, but I'm glad he did at some point because he got the finish. I'm glad I didn't. I gave out round one sub for Lopez here, not as an official bet, but as a prop. It lost. It is what it is though. The second things got crazy, he got the finish. So round one, round two. I don't know how many people called the round two finish, but good for you if you did. Moving on, Diego Lopez cashed for us. Moving on, we had Bo Nickel versus Carl Dawkins. This was the first leg of our parlay. Again, I was pretty worried. Bo Nickel looked pretty weird to start. He got the takedown and he kind of just camped in full guard. Wasn't the best look, honestly. I was pretty concerned that he was going to fight sloppy or potentially, I don't know. He looked a little uncomfortable on the feet. But right as I was saying that, he lands like a beautiful, well, almost lands a beautiful front kick. And then he landed a few punch combo, which dropped Dawkins and got the TKO. So Nickel got the TKO in round one. last minute of the round too. So I had over on that fight. I didn't give it out, but yeah, I had the TKO 2-3. I thought Nick would have got him out of there 2-3, but I guess he could have got him out of there 1. Dawkins has never been known for his durability. But yeah, I didn't give it out, so no harm, no foul. I don't even think I think I just played it small anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But I don't know. I figured Bo could probably win a decision. But regardless, man, it was one of those times where Bo just got him out of there quick, and it was kind of one of the more weird things because Bo was not looking good to start. I feel like if that would have went to the second round, that would have went over just because Bo was fighting a little more reserved. But yeah, Bo Nickel got it done. See where he goes from here. Moving on. Mauricio Ruffy versus Chandler. What am I going to say about this? This was just a mismatch. I knew it was going to be a mismatch. Complete mismatch. Chandler needs to retire. He's now journeyman status. I remember he got to the UFC. He was not revered as like a highly touted prospect, but he was, pretty respected. He's now 38 years old, 40 years old. And yeah, like if you look at his record, he's hasn't won since 2022. So 4 years ago. And yeah, so it's not a great look for Michael Chandler. He's been TKO'd out of 3 out of the 4 of his losses. I think he got cut, so I think that's it for Chandler. Yeah, it is what it is. But Chandler, he got to fight on the White House. Nice way to go out on his career. It sucks he can't get that one final fight send off. Especially because he waited a lot of his like 2 years or something from McGregor. Never ended up materializing. So yeah, Mauricio Ruffy, man, did what he had to do. That was my lock of the card. Second leg of the parlay cashed. Moving on. We had Josh Hockett versus Derek Lewis. This is where I get kind of kick myself because although I wasn't going to parlay Hockett, I did think he was easily going to win this. Lewis just doesn't want to be in there. There was a moment where Hockett did look really bad. He was missing takedowns and Lewis started to like get to him. It looked like, but man, Lewis just has no cardio anymore, and he never really had the best cardio. But you could tell like he's just been regressing really bad. He's like 41, 42. Like he's just kind of done in his career. 29-14. Like when was the last time he won a fight? Like it's kind of not looks good for Lewis or Chandler right now. So he hasn't won a fight. Oh, I guess he won one last year, so it's not the worst thing. And he's only lost, I guess, the better guys in the division. So maybe give him a step down. I don't know, but yeah, Lewis is pretty much done. So Josh Hockett 10-0. Great post fight interview. No, not great, but like a little cute ending. And for anyone going too crazy with the this is so unacceptable. That's someone's wife. That's a man. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Cry about it. I don't care, but that's a man. And if you know, you know. Most people don't know the lore, and that's fine. But I'm not gonna pretend that's a woman. Just for the sake of you. So yeah, moving on. Sean O'Malley versus Eamon Zahabi. This was the one I would really, really regret not putting in the parlay because Taporia was. I thought he was gonna win. He wasn't like a lock or anything. I just thought he was gonna win. I actually was more confident in Taporia, so I'm not gonna go hindsight and go like. But the thing with Taporia was he. I don't know, man. Like, he just doesn't. He should have won that fight, but man, like I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of a good reason why hindsight I should have taken it. O'Malley. I mean, no, I can think of a reason why I should have taken O'Malley over him, but I'm mad at myself because I would have played him anyways to Poirier, just maybe not my main parlay. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed about that. But regardless, O'Malley gets the job done. Zahabi free. That was free win, man. What was that game plan from Zahabi? Just ugly leg kicks. It looked horrible. O'Malley just sniped him, did his thing, styled on him. Great win for O'Malley. Easy money. Yeah. Well, what else was gonna happen? Moving on. This is where things got a little depressing. So I had Pereira here, really big spot for me. No, I'm joking. I went small, but regardless, I lost a little bit on Pereira, like only like a quarter unit, something like that, 0.375, I think. It was pretty depressing, all only because I did think Pereira was gonna get gone eventually. I thought there was a chance he could get caught. What I didn't count on was how slow. I mean, I did, because I know that was a likelihood of if he went up to heavyweight, he could be slower. I didn't realize how much slower, and I didn't realize like man, like at heavyweight you should prioritize defense a little more. 'Cause I know that's always been a bad habit of his, where he just kind of lets his hands go like this. But yeah, that was really rough to watch. First round I could tell he was just getting tagged. And then at the end of the round he landed a nice cross, but I'm like, man, like hopefully you can build on this, and he just never did, and eventually got caught with a jab as he came in. Um, It was really unfortunate. I'm pretty upset about it, but yeah, man, Alex Pereira, triple champ, not gonna happen. You know, Cyril Gane, new interim champ, double two-time interim champ. You know, Gane's the man. He's super talented. He can't really grapple, but he is super talented. We'll talk about the fouls here in a second, but man, that was a beautiful performance by Gane. Leading up to that, like you can't take anything away from it. Yeah, those were bad fouls. I agree. Those are really bad fouls. But it's Cyril Gane. Like what you guys? It's like it's a water. Is water wet? Like Cyril Gane's gonna foul, and I just you can't really. You know, it is what it is. I didn't know they had that feature. Interesting. But yeah, it is what it is. Cyril Gane is that good. Pereira is just too slow to be a heavyweight, and it is what it is. The kickboxers that Gane trained with said it best. Pereira just doesn't have the good defense, and if you get in his face, he just doesn't know how to react, and his defense isn't great. And yeah, that hook's there, but other than the hook, he doesn't really have much. So yeah, man. Hindsight should have been gone, but it is what it is. I stuck to my gut. I lost. It happens. Some people were on Steve Garcia, and I did not listen to them. I stuck with my gut with Lopez. It paid off. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. More times you're gonna win though. So it is what it is. Yeah, but Cyril Gane and new interim champion. I don't know what they're gonna do with him now, because Aspinall is not gonna be fighting anytime soon. So I could see them just like cutting Aspinall or like whatever and pricing him, and because Eddie Hearn's his new manager now, and he's not gonna give him no easy stupid contract. So I could see Cyril Gane just being promoted to the lineal heavyweight champion, but we'll see. Yeah, it is what it is. Performance bonus goes to Gane, well deserved. Moving on, we had Justin Gaethje versus Topuria. This was a great fight. Honestly, it was well deserving of being the main event. I was wondering why, I mean, if this was for an undisputed belt, maybe Gane and Pereira would have got it, but come on, it's Justin Gaethje and Topuria, man. Like you gotta give them the you gotta give it to them. So yeah, Topuria looked good. Well, I thought he looked decent to start. He kind of was eating a few shots that I didn't like. He got hurt by a jab early, broke his orbital, and then some uppercuts in the clinch. We're doing some damage for sure. I think he still landed better in the first. I thought Topuria won the first. All three judges disagreed, but I thought he won the first round. The second, I feel like now looking in hindsight, I feel like he went so crazy because he knew he was hurt and he didn't know how long he was going to be able to see for potentially. I don't know, but he went pretty nuts for that finish and he hurt Gaethje pretty bad to the body. That body work was beautiful. He crumpled Gaethje at one point with a liver shot, but he entered his guard, not his guard, but like went to side control and was looking for mount. He was on mount and he was looking for like a mounted triangle instead of punching, or I don't know, like anything else. Like go for like instead of mounted, fall back and do a triangle, kind of similar to what Habib happened with Habib. I think with the Habib, and you got to grab his leg too so he doesn't slam you. Like I feel like that could have been a better option, like same way Habib did. That would have been really cool, especially to win the way Habib did. It would have made him, I think, an instant legend. But I just don't like the fact that he gassed out so quick. He was just laying in guard, like in the crucifix position or side control, and he just was breathing. He wasn't punching. He was just getting his breath back. And right there, I knew something was wrong. I didn't live bet just yet because I didn't want to, assume something was wrong, and then next thing I know, he's fine and he's still beating on him. So I just waited it out a little bit. Round three starts, and my lord, Topuria just wanted nothing to do with that fight. He took basically the whole round off, trying to get his breath back, his bearings underneath, and he got hurt apparently in the second round again to the other eye. So that was, that didn't help. And then he just started getting pieced up. He wasn't like he was like going like this a lot, and he just wasn't seeing that right hand coming over top, and that just caught him a few times, and eventually sat him down. Not sat him down, sorry, but like dropped him, and Gaethje just went power, not power half, kind of like a Darce position, just like broke him down. And Topuria went belly down, and it is what it is from there. Topuria just didn't have anything. He looked really, really bad. He got beat up pretty bad. His eyes were all pretty much closed. His nose was busted. He was just in a bad shape. And yeah, the doctor was looking at his eyes, saying like, "We're gonna stop the fight," and he's like, "No, no, no, don't stop the fight, don't stop the fight." And they didn't. Eventually, I ended up not stopping the fight, but it was this close to being stopped. And I just gotta think to myself, like, that is crazy. Like the champion, like this guy was gonna beat. I'm not. I know I haven't finished breaking it down, but like this guy was gonna supposed to beat Islam, and it's like, bro, how are you supposed to beat Islam? I am very curious of this. I think boxing is beautiful, and he has a great boxing game, but if you can't get by that range, and you got to deal with someone who, you know, I don't know. Gaethje does hit like a truck, to be fair. So you never know. Maybe Styles make matchups he could do better against Ilya, but or Islam. But man, Islam's a big guy, right? And he's welterweight now, so it's like I don't think he's. I think he said I'm never going back down to 155, and I just don't think that would have been a fair fight. Like Gaethje's a big guy, and he like mogged Ilya, but Ilya still did his thing. Don't get me wrong, and he has power, which translates. But Justin ate some big shots in there, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Islam doesn't eat those same shots, but I also think Islam's a better striker technically. So honestly, these people that say, "Oh, Ilya would be Islam," even before this fight, I didn't even think that. I thought Ilya is the one guy that he does not want, or Islam is, because those kicks are going to be there, and I feel like that's one of Taporia's weaknesses is dealing with kicks. I actually saw him blast Justin a few times with some calf kicks. It's pretty funny to watch, but man, I don't think Taporia is better than Islam, and I always thought that, and it's just solidified it. I just think Islam is the best fighter in the world right now. Um, and yeah, unfortunately, Ilya had his day today. Finally, the pre-fight celebrations and the cockiness caught up with him. The bio changes, etc. But I do think Ilya's a great fighter. I just think it wasn't his night, and I do think he'll be back. I do like Ilya a lot. I got to meet him in Vegas in 2023. And honestly, man, it's just unfortunate because I did think Ilya was going to win this fight. He was the last leg of my parlay too, so that hurt a little bit too, especially for the people that tailed. I'm sorry. We still should have broke even at very least. If you didn't get all the bets, I'm sorry. But again, join the Discord. And for the people in the Discord, I'm a bit more active than that, but I was busy last night or on Saturday, so it is what it is. Yeah, not my best card for sure. Not my best card. Could have been a lot better, but we still did our thing. Props, we crushed props. I think I got this one wrong, that one wrong. I had O'Malley KO 2-3. I had Hockett KO 2-3. Ruffy KO and then KO 2-3, so KO cash. We had Nickel. I had him KO and then over 1.5, so I cashed the KO. Um, Lopez lost that one, but man, I'd say we did pretty good, honestly. Anyways, guys, if I gotta rate the card, I'd probably give it a 10. Like I said, fight of the night. Everyone knows Gaethje versus Topuria. Prospect of the card, I gotta say Hokit, man. Hokit or yeah, I don't know, probably Hokit because Bo Nickel's good, but I don't know. I just feel like Hokit's I think better in my opinion, better fight IQ. Looks more comfortable out there. I'm gonna have to go with Hokit probably, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, that was a fun card. Let's see, did I talk about it too long for 7 fights? Damn, 7 fights already 18 minutes. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, yeah, moving on. UFC Fight Night Vegas 118, I believe. I think. Let's get through it though. So we got Shane Collins versus Otari Tenzalov V or whatever, however you say his name. Um, Honestly, I think Tenzalovi is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. 10-1 record, right? He can't be that bad. He beat Guillermo Terres. Decent striking, can be dangerous. A lot of his wins are pretty questionable. He lost to Musasa. I feel like the power on the feet was just not, it's just a little too much. Shane Collins is a stud. Again, sus competition. He hasn't really beat anyone that good yet. He's beat, Talon Hamons. Who is he? Some bum Tyler Miller. Eli Evangelista. Yeah, like these guys are not proven. So it's like I'd say one of his best wins is some guy named let me see. He lost to George Stannis in IMAF, so it's like he can't be out grappled. I think he got grappled. I didn't see that fight. I'm probably gonna watch that back later, but I'm pretty sure he did. Cody Vogel's he has good hands. I'll give it to Shane. He has good hands. But if he can't stop the takedowns, I feel like this is gonna be a close fight. I do. So I'm gonna be staying away from the debut jitters. You never know how these guys are gonna perform. But I gotta go with Shane Collins here. He's riding momentum. He is a champion right now. I think his record is negative one, or record, sorry, his odds are negative 160 or 80 now. I think it's pretty fair. Um, Let me see what I got them odds because I do my odds a little different. Um, Let me see here. Tanzalavi, or sorry, Collins. Yeah, I have the same negative 160. I think that's fair. I think Shane Collins is most likely gonna win. I think, but man, don't be surprised if Tanzalavi out wrestles him or out just because he has pretty good experience. He fought Musasa, which is honestly a better opponent than anyone this guy's faced. So I don't know, man. It's a close fight, and yeah. Sorry, the cat's biting my arm. Not like an aggressive way, but just trying to get my attention. Anyways, yeah, Shane Collins. I'm excited to see him fight. It's gonna be a good fight, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cause I know Atari fought once, contender series, and I feel like Shane Collins is, he's a stud. He's riding high in confidence. He has got really good hands, got pretty good body work. So I do think he could do good things in this fight. Decent grappling. He's undefeated, right? He's gonna have that aura around him. So we'll see how he does fight week. But you never know. You never know. I get it. You want attention. Come here. Now I'm covered in fur. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you need one of these if you have animals. Anyways, so yeah, Shane Collins. I think you win this fight, but I wouldn't go around running to bet it. Moving on. Leon Shabazian versus Levon Shokeli. I'd go Shokeli here. I think the odds are pretty representative. Um, or did I say it right the first time? You always have like a few words that you get wrong. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that little spiel, but basically that's one of the words. I don't think I got it right. Representative. I think I got it right. We'll see. You guys write in the comments. Did I get that right? Anyways, um, yeah, I just think I think Show Kelly's gonna win this fight. I don't like Shabazian's game too much. He's been beaten by. I don't like the Shabazian's games. Period. Obviously, I feel like he's the lesser brother. But he's been TKO by Phil Rowe, Moses Moreta, Ryan Loader. Like I don't really rate these guys to be honest. Oh, you beat Aaron Tavares. I don't rate Aaron Tavares. You beat Aaron Phillips. He's terrible. Another 10-8 guy, Robert Hale. Like these aren't great wins. So good for you for beating absolute trash. But Levon Shakeli has beat pretty good guys, and he's been fighting at a high level for a decent time. He lost to Goiti Yamayuchi. Who's Vinicius to Jesus? Is this the person I'm thinking of? No, different guy. That's John to Jesus I'm thinking of. But yeah, he's still a pretty big guy. Isakov, that bum, he beat him. Nothing crazy, nothing impressive about that. Crutchmer lost to him. I don't remember him. But Feraldo beat Lombardo, beats Hamasi. Well, Hamasi's Hamasi, so nothing crazy about that. Yeah, he lost to Lorenz Larkin, but I just don't think Shabazian has the strength of schedule. I just think Show Kelly's a proven high level fighter, and I just don't think Shabazian is. So I'm gonna go with Show Kelly. Yeah, Show Kelly here. I'm gonna go with him by first round or second round finish. I don't know if it's gonna be a sub or a TKO. Could be either, to be honest. If I had to guess, probably be a TKO. But you never know. Could be either way. Um, yeah. I'm not gonna speak too long about this one. It's pretty straightforward what's gonna happen. Um, Leon Shabazian wins. This is by far his best win, and I just think he's the lesser talented version of his brother. And yeah, he does have some decent submissions, but I don't think Shakeli's gonna have to worry about that. He's already faced guys like Yamauchi, but you're gonna lose to Leon Shabazian out of all people. Like I don't know, man. I think that's pretty far fetched, but you never know. It's fighting. Anything can happen. Anyways, moving on to the next fight, we have Carol Rosa versus Lana Santos. I'm pretty mixed with this fight because some people are trying to tell me it's close, and I don't want to fall into the trap of women's MMA where I think a fight's close, and then all of a sudden, like, my initial gut instinct is right. I think Carol Rosa is gonna beat up Luana Santos, and I say that because Luana Santos, she got broke by Casey O'Neill, and she just did not fight well. And I just think I know she has some decent competition. Jenna Bishop, Juliana Miller. She beat some grapplers before, but last time I checked, Rosa's like a Muay Thai girl that can grapple, but she mainly strikes in Muay Thai. Croden, on the other hand, yeah, I know people are thinking, oh, she beat Croden. Croden is slow, like really, really slow, and when she gets taken down, she's kind of screwed. Rosa, she has the hips problems where she gets taken down. She's pretty heavy and like hard to get up, but she's got far better jiu-jitsu than Croden, and she's more experienced. Um, I gotta go with Rosa here. Like, I don't get the line movement. I get, it's women's MMA, anything can be possible in a fight like this. But like, if we're looking at the lines, and I'm gonna just take a quick look here. Um, Let me just take a look. Yeah, like Rosa's a slight favorite. I don't get that. I have Rosa at least like negative 160 to negative 200, I think is fair. Is it a little wide for some people? Yeah. I think this is a playable line also, honestly, and I think come fight time I'm probably gonna have a play on Rosa. I'm gonna talk with a few of my boys about it and we'll see, but women's MMA is not something I like to, run and just bet, but it's my gut. My gut's telling me Rosa. I have a pretty good breakdown. I'll get into the details. I just think Rosa has better striking, and she likes to be in there. She likes to scrap. She has good elbows, good kicks, like leg kicks. Whereas I just think Luana Santos is like a judo girl. She has like these, she's not gonna hit the leg. She's gonna try judo. I just feel like Rosa's pretty physical in the clinch, so I don't know if she's gonna get to her positions to throw her. She might lose a round, but I just feel like I think Rose is probably going to win this. I don't know if she's going to get a finish. That's probably a 2-3 spot's probably not liable here, or not viable, sorry. But yeah, I got to go with Carl Rosa here. I'm going to go by decision. I think Carl Rosa is probably just going to do the better work across, I don't know, 3 rounds. Yeah. You want it? Yeah. Sorry, my cat just likes when I pat her side or her butt. I don't know if you can hear that, but anyways, good. Yeah, pretty good. Not long, but pretty decent breakdown. I think. I feel like Kara Rose is just a better fighter, but we'll see. Maybe I don't know how old Kara Rose is. Let me check for you guys quick. Hey, no, I just bet you. 31. She's still in her prime, so yeah, I gotta go with Kara Rose here. Um, Michael Aswell Jr. versus. Okay, moving on. Michael Aswell Jr. versus Gaston Bolanos. I gotta go with Michael Aswell Jr. I just don't think Bolanos is very good. I think Bolanos is, serviceable on the feet, decent. I just feel like he's pretty bad. Like his durability is questionable. Um, his grappling is pretty mediocre as well. He beat Romeos because Romeos kept making dumb decisions. He beat Aaron Phillips, another. Is this the same guy? No, it's a different guy. I was gonna say. Yeah, like he doesn't really have the best wins. Daniel Carey, like I don't know, man. Like he doesn't have the best wins. Whereas you're fighting a guy like, Michael Aswell Jr., who was a Fury FC champ, and I just think he's better. Like the Lucas Almeida fight, throw that out. Almeida was hurt going into that with a broken hand, and yeah, I mean Dorian Ramos wasn't a bad win. Yeah, he lost to Oki and Riley. These are two strikers, so maybe striking could be his weakness. But I don't know. Like he beat Nate Richardson by pretty brutal KO. Um, who else did he beat? Graves, pretty good grappler. Pluton, physical. Other than that, yeah, he really doesn't have the best resume either. But I don't know. I feel like the odds are wide. I will say that. I will admit that. But I just feel like this is a good spot for him. I like the team he trains at. Josh Van, Paris Moran. Um, what's his name? He's been fighting. Who was it? Oria, Korea, yeah, Korea. I feel like Korea. He's got a bunch of good training partners. So I'm gonna go with Aswell here. I feel like he's just gonna outbox. You guys don't forget Aswell was doing okay to start against Riley. I don't know. Like you got obviously taken over in the late of the first, and he just started getting just beat in the rest of the fight. But I just think Bolanos is just too fundamentally flawed defensively, and I just feel like Bolanos is gonna struggle here with Aswell's boxing. So I'm gonna go with Aswell Jr. here. I feel like this is a pretty good spot for him. Like betting lines, I feel like it is wide, so be careful with this one. Don't go too crazy on it. But I do think he wins, so I'm gonna go Aswell here. Aswell by I'm gonna go TKO. I think that makes sense. Could be any round honestly, but I'm gonna have to go with second or third, just because I feel like the first round could be close. Potentially, Aswell finds his range at the end of the round, vice versa to what happened his last fight with Riley. But yeah, who knows? This is a striking affair. Anything can happen. 4 ounce gloves, so be careful with this one. But I'm pretty sure Aswell can beat Gaston Bolanos, but we'll see. Not gonna speak too long about that. My boy, what's his name? That's sad. I can't remember my own homie's name. Is he really my homie then? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness, he's my Catholic brother. What's his name? Castillo, yeah, Danny Castillo. I'm pretty sure. Um, I know it's Castillo. I just can't remember his first name. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's coaching. Yeah, it's Danny. So he'll be coaching him. From if I'm guessing, he'll be coaching him. So it sucks. I got to root against him, but I just got to go with my gut here, and I think Aswell's gonna win. So yeah, moving on. Mitch Raposo versus Alan Nascimento. So I already broke this fight down in save some time. I already broke this fight down. Um, April 16th. So just go back and look at that video. I've done a video every single week this year, so you guys can look back and watch that. Honestly, I don't think anything in that has changed. Um, Maybe Raposo has more time to prepare for Nascimento. I'm pretty sure who was the one that pulled out. I'm pretty sure it was Raposo. Honestly, I think Raposo got sick. But still, I don't know. I got Raposo, not Raposo. I think Nascimento wins, but I would not be surprised to see Raposo win because Raposo's good. He used to not be as good. Like he got subbed by Hadley pretty easily on Contender Series, but I feel like he's improved a lot. He beat Maxim, unanimous. Took Sue Madarji to a split, and this is like Sue Madarji like last year, so it's not like this is like the old Sue. Sue's been improving. And then Andre Lima, that one was kind of weird because he lost clearly, but they gave him a split. He just knows how to make fights close, and if this fight's anyway close, I see the judges potentially giving him this fight. So, but the odds they make sense, right? They're not dumb. They know how Raposo is. They know he's a weasel. They know he also can win. He's good, so I'm gonna go Nascimento sub, but man, I would not be surprised to see some weird shit go on in this fight. I think Raposo could make it ugly. I think Raposo not ugly so much, but keep it clean and make it like hairy for the Nascimento betters. So just be careful betting this fight, guys. Just know you're not dealing with a guy that's just gonna roll over and die for you. I think he is a tricky night out for anyone. And I just hope you guys know what you're getting yourself into if you do decide to fade him. Um, and yeah, I just feel like this is one of those. I just have something on my floor here. Oh, cat, I think dropped something. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's not a fight I want to like run to bet. I'm more interested to see how it plays out. And yeah, guys, we'll see. If you want to see if maybe I did something else in my breakdown before, but we'll see. How this fight plays out. If you want to see the whole breakdown, April 16th, you guys can go check that out for yourself. Moving on. We got Melissa Mullins taking on Bia Mosquito. I think we got to go with Mosquito. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. She's got power. Um, this girl Mullins is just a jiu-jitsu player. She's dangerous on top, and definitely if Bia gasses out, maybe this could be get interesting. But I just think Bia's just better. When she's on top of you, it's like good luck, and I feel like her grappling is just gonna be better than Mullins. So I'm gonna go with Beatriz Mosquito by TKO or submission. She just has too many ways to win this fight. Mullins has beat basically nobody. Even in a grappling competition, she's been submitted ADCC by some Polish girl, and that's not the lady goat. So she's been doing her tournaments in ADCC, but man, like she got beat by a girl that beat Arena or beat that Beatrice beat pretty easily. She TKO'd Saigula, which is fairly good win, but Saigula's not Beatrice, so Daria, she beat her, but then Daria, I'm pretty sure, beat her back, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it's like, man, I just think Bia's gonna get her down and do good work here. So yeah, Bia Mosquito all day here. I don't think this one needs to be talked about a lot. It's pretty straightforward. We'll see how the fight plays out, but I'm almost certain Bia just ragdolls her and gets her down and pounds her out and potentially even gets a submission. I don't know. I hate betting Bia method of victory because she could have got a TKO her last fight against what's her name? The Mexican girl Rendon. So and she didn't. She got the sub, and I actually had sub in that fight, so I was my cheeks were clenched, and she got it. So yeah, I got to go with Bia here. She hasn't let me down yet, and I can't doubt her in this spot. It's a pretty big layup spot for her. So hopefully, just she doesn't death gas somehow, and because Mullins, one thing she does have is cardio. So we'll see. But I got Bia here. Oh, what a. Let's see how many fights we got left. Okay, not many. So let's go into the next one. Vinicius Oliveira versus Andre Fili. This one's a little weird, honestly. I think Vinicius Oliveira is he's locked dog. He's gonna be there. He's gonna fight. He's gonna make it, ugly. This is where he doesn't have to cut weight either, so he should be at his A game. We got Andre Touchy Fili here, who has been fighting pretty well lately. Honestly, like I thought he beat Delgado his last fight. I thought it was actually a pretty bad decision, but whatever. It was a close fight, I guess. He lost to Costa. That was still one of the weirdest finishes I've seen. But we're not going to go back to that. PTSD. He beat Christian Rodriguez. He's on like a split streak, so we could see another split fight here. I don't know. I lean Oliveira just because of the KO threat. He is potentially going to be smaller. Vinicius is not exactly. I don't know if he's fought at featherweight before, but I know Fili has his whole career, so I'm gonna lean Oliveira. But I have this a coin flip fight. Honestly, I have no interest in betting it. I just want to watch this fight. It's gonna be a good one. I think Andre Fili's a dangerous guy. He's gonna come. He's gonna scrap. Um, he's a very when he's on he's on. Like it's gonna be hard to disrupt his rhythm. And I feel like once he gets to his positions, he's going to do good work. I feel like he's probably going to be a better grappler than Oliveira, but we'll see. Oliveira's pretty physical, so it's going to be hard to like initially get him down or hold him down, but you never know. We'll see the size difference come the weigh-ins. But man, another thing you got to factor in is Fili's chin. I feel like Vinicius, if he gets him clean, I feel like he could put out Fili, or at least hurt him, drop him. But Fili's been fighting well lately, so I don't know. I still think he beat Delgado, and Delgado's a pretty big guy. Pause. But yeah, I got to go with Andre Fili here. Fili, or not Fili, Oliveira here. It's not confident. Again, it's like a 50-50 fight, but I'm going to lean Oliveira, and we'll see how this fight plays out. Um, yeah, man. I could see a lot of different outcomes, but I'm going to lean Oliveira by. Oh, no, we got to give me a method of victory. I'd probably go Oliveira by KO. I don't know, on KO or decision, I guess, to be safe. Whatever odds those give you, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, and if it's anywhere close to his money line, just play his money line, man. Why even bother? But But yeah, I gotta go with Oliveira here. So tread carefully. Don't bet like this fight seriously unless you're confident on either side. But if you're just going off what I'm saying, just bet small on this one. I don't like this spot, and I just think Fili is looking good lately. But I also think Oliveira, we don't know what he's gonna look like at 145. So mystery fight for me. We'll see. Moving on. Melsik Bagdasaryan versus Murtazali Magomedov. I gotta go with Magomedov here. Pretty big no-brainer. Probably one of my locks of the card, actually. I think Melsik is just not there anymore. He hasn't fought in a long time. Like, he hasn't fought in 12, for almost 16 months. So, yeah, I gotta go with Magomedov here. He's been not active, but he's been like a little more active, I guess. He hasn't fought in like almost a year, but like it's still like. And then the fight before that, you see, the fight before that was not like 2 years before that, so it's like he's fought once in like 4 years. I don't know. I don't, or like 3 years, whatever it is. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's one of those fights. I think Bagdasaryan is good. And I do think he's a talented striker, but I just think Magomedov is better everywhere. And I feel like Melsik can be hurt. So I'm going to go with Bagdasaryan by submission. Or not Bagdasaryan, oh my goodness. Magomedov by submission. I think he's going to get him out of there probably in the second or third round by submission. Um, Melsik might have a good start, but I just feel like Magomedov, once he gets to his position, is going to find the submission. Maybe even get a TKO club and sub. I don't know, but I just got to go with Magomedov inside the distance to be safe. But if I'm being specific, probably submission. This guy's looked good lately. Not lately, but like in his career. The way he handled Zurcher. Zurcher's no slouch. He handled him pretty easily. I'd say that's probably one of his best wins if we're being honest. But it's like we also don't know a lot of these guys. Is Murdoch the guy from yeah, he's experienced, man. He's fought in Gamma. Um, yeah, I gotta go with Magomedov. I don't know. He's a pretty good fighter, man. I like Magomedov. I think he's good, and yeah. So I'm gonna go Magomedov here. We'll see how this fight plays out, but gotta go with him. Okay, moving on. We have um yeah, Magomedov by submission or inside the distance 2-3. We'll see. Moving on. Andre Lima versus Kevin Borjas. I gotta go with Andre Lima here. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Another undefeated prospect. I think Lima is really good, like really good. Pretty good takedown defense, good striking, pretty good grappling as well. You know, he was losing to Severino, but Severino is really good, so it's like I can't really take that much away from him in that one. He beat Zandine. Yeah, he's good. He's pretty dangerous on the feet. Um, he can't be out grappled, but this is gonna be a striking fight. I gotta go with Lima here. I think the odds are a little bit wide, but I just think Kevin Borjas is. I don't know. I just don't really think he's all that. He's also lost to probably the better guys in the division, but man, he could be out grappled and he could be out strike. So if you're not the best at any position, specific part of the fight, I don't really understand how you're gonna probably beat Lima. Lima's a better striker and a better grappler, so I think logic says that Lima should win this fight, but MMA math doesn't always add up. We saw with Tapuria and Gaethje, MMA math doesn't always line up, so you never know here. Maybe he just loses a striking battle to Boras, but I'm gonna go with Lima here. I think Lima gets it done, but yeah, just tread carefully here, and so yeah, especially at the odds. It's not like we're getting amazing odds to play. It's like negative 600 on a lot of places, so tread carefully here and don't get too excited betting this one. So yeah, guys, I gotta go with my guy Andre Lima here, and yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Anyways, moving on. We have C Rod versus Hyder Amil. I gotta go with Hyder Amil. Oh, sorry, Christian Rodriguez here. I think Hyder Amil is, he's good. He's gonna scrap. He's gonna make it a fight. Hello. But I just think Hyder Amil is gonna be too hittable, and I feel like he can't be out grappled. Um, you know, Jamal Emmers is pretty sure he beat him handily. He's on a two-fight losing streak. He beat William Gomez, pretty close fight. Um, Fernie Garcia, mismatch size. And he just went crazy versus Jiang Lee, and it is what it is. You had the better, he fought better that night. But honestly, other than those wins, it's like he hasn't really done enough to show me he's at the level of C-Rod. The only thing I would think he has is size. Pause. But regardless, I do think C-Rod's just a better technical fighter. He lost to Andre Fili. Okay, Andre Fili is also a technical fighter, so you need that power to hurt Fili to get his respect. If you don't have that power, it's going to be a rough night. But with Hyder, I just feel like he's pretty predictable, and he's not that technical. Um, you know, he beat Isaac Dalgarian. He's beat Austin Bashi. So it's like I don't know if he's gonna out grapple C-Rod. I feel like if anything, maybe like land better shots and win moments. But other than that, I think C-Rod should have his number here. I'm gonna go with C-Rod here. Pretty self-explanatory. I just think C-Rod's a better fighter. He beat Simon as well. But you never know. It's fighting. Anything can happen. Yeah, man. I just think C-Rod's gonna stuff as maybe it's a hot start, fiery start, but as he settles in, I feel like C-Rod's just gonna be the more clean technical striker with the better process. I think his grappling is gonna be better, and I feel like he could potentially out wrestle Hyder, especially if Hyder gets tired. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go Christian Rodriguez here. I'd probably line this fight like a negative 160, and yeah. We'll see if my prediction comes to fruition, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one either way. And yeah, so C-Rod, that's going to be my pick for this one. Moving on, we have Ion Cutelaba versus Navajo Stirling. I'm going to go with Navajo Stirling. It's pretty self-explanatory. Navajo Stirling is just a better fighter, in my opinion. He's shown good takedown defense. That was a big thing with me with tape is, how's your takedown defense against someone at the level of Cutelaba who can wrestle, who's a good Greco guy. And I feel like people trying to take him down his whole career, and he just knows how to get up, and he knows how to he has like the city kickboxing way of training where they just have really good cage work get ups. In the open, I'm interested to see how he gets up in the open. But other than that, I really just think Navajo Sterling's like pretty good. Like they call him the albino style bender, and I could see why. He's just got pretty good shot selection. He's got power, and I know it's his first KO, like Bruno Lopez, but he does have power. He just doesn't hunt the finish, I guess, a lot. But when he does five you hurt, I feel like he does deliver. Yeah, I gotta go with Sterling here. I feel like Kutalaba gets tired. Like he gets tired in rounds 2 and 3. Especially if he has to push a heavy grappling pace to start and doesn't get it. I feel like he's gonna get tired. So I'm actually gonna go Navajo Sterling 2-3 KO. Round one's probably gonna be the hardest round for Navajo, but I feel like if he can get through that round of hell, or at least the round of Eon trying to impose his himself on Sterling, I feel like Sterling's gonna probably find the counter at some point. If not, potentially just take advantage of a tired fighter in front of him. So I gotta go with Navajo Sterling, man. I feel like Navajo Sterling is one of the better guys in the division. I know Eon's a legend. Eon's definitely an ultra vet. He's gonna be a problem for a lot of people. I just think Sterling's one of those legit guys. Kind of like the same thing with Ulberg. These guys train together. They're both skilled, good counter fighters. I think Ulberg's a little better, but I still think Sterling is good. So I'm gonna go with Sterling here, and yeah, we'll see if I'm right or if Kutalaba just gives him a vet lesson. But whatever, I'm prepared for either outcome. Moving on, we have the main event of the evening. We have Kyoji Horiguchi taking on Manel Kape. I gotta go with Manel Kape here. I just think Kyoji is good, and I do love Kyoji. Don't get me wrong; he's made me money in the last few fights, but he got hurt by what's his name? Uh, what's his name? What is his name? Sorry, guys. It's late. Give me a break. Albazi. He got hurt by Albazi, and I just feel like Cap is so good with his shot selection. It's been so long since they fought last. Cap's worked on his takedown defense. Cap's really, really good. Like, really, really good. And I know Horiguchi is too, but Horiguchi also isn't handling shots that well. He's been KO'd before in his career. He is 35. It's not the oldest. He's still basically just an unk. He's beat, Saroyu, the current champ of Ryzen. He's beat Pettis, Zulu, Tagir. But I feel like Cap's just different than all these guys. He's just more elusive. His boxing, his speed. He's just a really, really good fighter. And I just think this Cap is going to be really hard to beat. So I'm going to lean Cap here. I would not be surprised to see a Horiguchi win, um, just because of the grappling and the fight IQ. But a 5 rounder too. This also does play in the hands of Kyoji because he has 5 rounds experience. But I also think Cap could do good work. I don't really know if he's that has bad cardio. We haven't really seen it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Cap here. I think Cap is going to be a puzzle for Kyoji, and I don't think it's. I think it might be too late before he solves it. So if he doesn't, Cap does not. Kyoji doesn't get his wrestling going. I really feel like he's going to be screwed on the feet. Not a hot take or anything, but a lot of people are taking Kyoji for that reason that they think he can out grapple him. And I don't know that he's trains with Pantoja. He's an ATT guy. He's high level, beat the best. I get all that, and I do love Kyoji. But I feel like the battle of the number one contenders, I feel like this is going to go to Cap. They know the title implication, and I know both of them know. It is going to be close, so I'm probably going to stay away from this one. But I'm going to lean Cap here. Cap, they both have made me money in the past, so before you guys say, oh, you're biased with Cap because you met Cap, both of them have made me money, and I like both of these guys, honestly, I do. But I just lean Cap here. I think Cap is a star. I think he's really, really good, and I feel like he's just not like these other guys. He's harder to time, harder to predict what he's gonna do, and I feel like Kyoji is a little easier to predict, and especially because they fought before. I just think Cap's gonna have a good read on his style, and yeah, so we'll see. Definitely not saying this is a lock or a confident pick, but I do lean Cap here. But yeah, guys. I don't know what else I could say about that fight. It's a really good fight. Really main event worthy. If I can give you guys now, um, yeah, let me pick a decision. I'm gonna go Cap by decision probably or Cap by late rounds KO. But yeah, let me give you guys my prospect of the card. This is gonna be tricky, man, because there's a lot of good fighters on this card. I would have to say it's a tie, between Magomedov. Man, it's probably like a three-way tie, honestly. Probably Magomedov, Lima, and Stirling, maybe? Or maybe Magomedov, Mosquita, and Sterling? I don't know. There's a lot of prospects on this card. Fight of the night, gonna have to go with maybe Lima Borjas, maybe Collins Tanzalov. I don't know. There's a few really good scraps. It's a good card. And then my top 5 most confident picks of the card, which you guys all have been waiting for. I gotta go with Navajo Sterling number 1, Bia Mosquita number 2. I'd have to go with is it Magomedov? Murtazali Magomedov. I gotta go with Shokali number 4. I'm gonna go Aswell number 5. Yeah, that's my top 5, and then maybe we'll go Lima number 6. Yeah, Lima number 6. Okay, guys, like, subscribe. You know the drill. Once again, if you want to join the Discord, feel free to join. Just please don't be weird, guys. Join the Discord. Don't just be in there. Talk in there. Communicate. Let me know what's up. Give me a DM. Let me know who you are. I don't need bots in there. I really don't do this for money. I do this to help people, but I know a lot of people are weird and they talk about me um, privately or in group chats. I'm not in them, so I can't see, but I hear things, and I know some people just want to see what I'm doing. Whether they want to post what I'm doing, whether they want to just clown me for whatever I'm doing, I don't know. But I don't need that energy in there. I know no one's being weird as far as I know in there, but I will keep cracking down on stuff like that because, the Discord, at the end of the day, it does mean a lot to me because people that are in there do actually care enough to contribute, make it a fun place to be, Eventually, I do want it's not about the numbers, Gideon's army. We don't need 5 million. We need 300. I'm just being a little extra with it, but you guys get what I mean. So yeah, just be normal in there. Say hi, say what's up, and yeah, share the page. Tell your friends. If you guys have any concern, criticism, whatever, send me a DM. Put a comment down below, and it's like, I don't delete people for being, nasty on the comments. You want to say something, go say something. I don't care. But if you're legitimately just commenting just to be negative all the time, every single week, week after week, yeah, I'm gonna probably mute you because it's like, is this even genuine? Do you even like have any constructive criticism, or is just you being a dick? So at the end of the day, yeah. At the end of the day, again, I don't do this for money. I just want to help, but yeah, feel free to join, and yeah, nothing else I could say, but have a good rest of your week, guys. God bless. Let's cash some tickets. Busy week this week. We have a lot going on. We have, just off the top of my head, we have 1FC, ACA, PFL, Cage Warriors, LFA, BKFC, CFFC, Octagon, KSW, Cage Warriors, UFC, and then yeah, so it's like 11 promotions. Like, that's a lot of promotions. Luckily, they're all on Saturday or Friday and Saturday, so we can bang, 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 all of them, get them done. 2 long days, get them done. I'm gonna try to get it done. I will be coaching the kids wrestling tournament this weekend, and some adults potentially. So I'm gonna be busy during the day on Saturday, but I will make it back for UFC. I will not let you guys down like last week where I was busy for the fights. But yeah, guys, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time. All love, much love. Peace.